Hey, thanks for clicking on this video. Just pre-warning as always, there's death, magic, other scary stuff type like that. No gore though, I don't think. But if you're okay with all that stuff, please keep watching, and I'll see you at the end. Bye-bye.
The Mask of the Wolf, written and read by John Anthony. It was a bright and early morning in the year 2019 when the sun shined through the window of a house onto a man lying in bed. This man was named as Alexander Jasmine Ross. He was a fine, fit man at the youthful age of 27. He was lying in bed. He was having a nightmare. In this nightmare, he saw a horrendous sight. Everything was on fire. There were burning cars and houses, people trapped inside each, crying for help. In the center of the madness, he saw a dark figure wearing a mask that resembled a wolf. Then the dark figure promenaded in the air towards Alexander and whispered to him, "The weak must die." There was a loud beeping, and Alex immediately rose from his slumber. He completely ignored his vision. The noise was his alarm. The time was 6:30 a.m. Alex got out of bed, did his daily workout, then took a cold shower. He fixed himself scrambled eggs and a toasted bagel. He looked around the room for the TV remote and noticed how empty the room was, but he knew this already and he just felt lonely. He found the TV remote on the bookshelf, and he saw a picture of his dad and his mom at the archaeological dig site somewhere in Argentina, South America. With envious eyes, he looked at how happy his father was with his wife. As he turned on the TV and changed it to the news channel, the news anchor mentioned the death of 4 high schoolers found dead in an abandoned mansion of one of the city's first citizens. As the report continued, he thought back to how 10 years ago his parents went missing on one of their archaeological dig sites in South America, and remembered why he started working for a close family friend and fellow archaeologist Paul Afferman. As Alex pondered these things, the telephone rang. He picked up the phone and calmly asked, "Hello?" "Hey, Alex," the voice said from the phone. It was Peter Barnes, one of Alex's closest friends that he had known since middle school and also worked for Paul Afferman. "Hey, Peter, how are you?" Alex replied. Peter responded, "Great, superb, fantastic. Paul found something that may interest you." "Really? What is it?" "He found an ancient tomb in Argentina near the last known location your parents were." "Are you being serious?" Alex inquired with curiosity. "Of course," Peter reassured. "Do you think you can meet up with the rest of the gang at the airport and get on a plane at 3 p.m.? Paul is already in Argentina. Don't worry, I called the rest of the guys and they said they could come." "All right, see you at 3. Alex hung up the phone and started to pack his bag. As he started to grab clothes, toiletries, gear for the trip, he thought about how he could have the very slim chance of seeing his parents again. He had no idea what he would do or say if his parents were somehow still alive after 10 years. He also thought about how even if his friends, and even if he found his parents, he would still be lonely. He started to make himself feel uncomfortable, so he shrugged and shivered the feeling off into the abyss of his mind. Alex was making his way from the hometown of Vigrandeville to the airport. He realized that this would be the first time in 2 years the gang would be all back together. They were called the Unbreakable Four because of how long they were all friends. The members of the Unbreakable Four were Alexander Ross, Peter Baines, Jeremy Fisher, and Logan Olson. They had all known each other since 6th grade, and after Alex's parents went missing, they all decided to help find out if there was any way to find Alex's parents, so they all decided to work for Paul Afferman. Alex arrived at the airport, checked past security, and made it to the terminal. He was the first of the Unbreakable Four to get there. As he was waiting, he saw her, a beautiful young woman waiting in the same terminal. She had long, silky, smooth hair, mesmerizing wavy eyes that a person would fall asleep at if stared at too long, and well-manicured city hands. He decided to move seats and sit next to her so he could talk to her. "Hello," he said in a gentle voice. "Hello," she responded in a timid but mostly quiet voice. "Where are you going to Argentina for?" he inquired. "Scientific research," she answered. "Really? Me too. I'm going with my group to go to an archaeological site." The lady starts to smile. "You're not one of the Unbreakable Four, are you?" she asked. "Yeah, why?" "Well, I am Angela Spears, and I'm my girlfriend." Alex looked across the terminal. It was Logan. Alex recognized him by his muscular build, how tall his figure was, and by the way he walked. The rest of the group was with him. They all walked over. Logan put his arm around Angela's shoulder.
Angela looked annoyed and uncomfortable. She made many unsuccessful attempts to shrug Logan's arm off her shoulder, but after a while stopped and gave a fake smile. They all got on the plane. It was an 8-hour flight. Alex had a neck pillow and sleep eye mask. Before he fell asleep, he noticed Peter doing some research about the area. In one of the books, there was a picture of a wolf mask, but he thought nothing of it. He also noticed Jeremy listening to music and looking out the window. The final thing he noticed was Logan bothering Angela a lot. Then Alex fell asleep. When he woke up, the plane had already landed. Everyone claimed their baggage, rented an off-road vehicle, and set off to Paul's camp. Jeremy was driving when Peter talked about how 200 years ago there was a tribe that lived there and worshipped a divine wolf being, and they made masks that were supposed to look like the wolf being. And one of these masks let the wearer have some of the abilities of the divine wolf, but corrupted the soul of the wearer. This mask belonged to the chief of the tribe, and is most likely located in the chief's tomb. When they arrived at camp, they noticed Paul had a cast around his leg. "What happened?" Peter asked with great concern. "Oh, this? The ground was uneven and I fell. Don't worry, Peter. However, Alex, one of the locals I saw was investigating this area, and they gave me this journal. It looks like it belongs to your parents. One of the locals who helped them must have accidentally kept it." Paul handed Alex the journal and immediately started looking through it. Angela seemed interested in the journal and asked Alex if she could see it. "Why don't we go to the tomb already?" Logan inquired. "You all probably should, but I have been told the tomb is full of traps." "Then we will be careful," Peter assured. Paul gave Peter a map that would lead them to the tomb entrance. Then the group set off while Paul stayed behind. As they were on their way, it started to violently thunder, rain, and strike lightning everywhere. But they made it into the tomb entrance. Alex remembered that Angela still had the journal, and he asked, "Does the journal say anything about the traps?" "Yes. Yes, it does. It gives a detailed list on how to avoid the traps," Angela answered. They safely made it through all the rooms until they were extremely near the core of the tomb. Angela and Jeremy walked first into the room, but Angela forgot to read about the trap in that particular room. The ground beneath Angela and Jeremy began to crack and crumble. Then soon, the ground was no longer there. Jeremy gave a blood-curdling scream and was frantically moving his arms as if he were going to grab something to prevent his fall. Alex saw the danger those two were in, and without thinking, he grabbed a vine and jumped to successfully grab Angela's hand and pull her to safety. Angela had an incredibly grateful look on her face. It was painfully and dreadfully long 10 seconds before they could hear Jeremy's screams come to an end and his body make a loud thud on the ground below. They found another way around to get to the sarcophagus, but the doorway to the room was blocked by fallen rocks. After they broke through the rocks, blocking the sarcophagus room, there were two skeletons next to the sarcophagus. Alex instantly knew it was his parents because he recognized the clothing the skeletons were wearing. It was the same clothes his parents were wearing on the picture on his bookshelf. Alex knelt and wept, and Angela tried to comfort him. Logan pushed off the lid of the sarcophagus and grabbed the mask from the dead chief and put it on his own face. Peter rebuked him, saying, "What are you doing? Take the thing off now!" Angela angrily yelled at Logan, "This has gone too far, Logan. I'm breaking up with you." Logan ignored them. "I don't care. I feel so powerful." Logan then fell on the ground, convulsing and jerking his arms and legs in unnatural directions. Then his black hair grew 10 times as long as it did before. Then the dark figure wearing the wolf mask started to levitate. It floated to the group and whispered to them, "The weak must die." The end, for now. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my other videos like Who Drank the Milk, Horror in the West compilation, Theme of the Titanium Skull. Check those videos out, they're fun. Make sure to tell all your friends about me. Remember, keep those titanium skulls polished. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.